Welcome to War Commander Watchtower. Let me introduce our beautiful panel and panelists. We got Ghost Rider. Can you unmute and say hello?
Hello.
And we have Jeff. High anxiety. Sorry.
Hello.
And we have Skipjack. Can you unmute and say hello?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Bonsai.
Hello. Scott, can you unmute and say hello?
Good evening, YouTube. I will be with you in about 10 minutes. I am eating.
Okay. Somebody has to live. Trickster, can you unmute and say hello?
Hello, good evening and welcome.
Oh, thank you. Woody, can you unmute and say hello?
Good evening, Bonsai. Good evening, panel, and good evening, YouTube.
And Yellow, can you unmute and say hello?
Oi, oi! Sabaloys!
Oi. Welcome to our show. We're gonna go through the release notes and we're gonna take a look at the new unit that we got from Kickside that will be in the next event, and it is called. Do anybody know what it's called?
Yeah, event.
Yeah, but the unit.
It is called the Absolver.
Absolver. Yeah. It looks like we're gonna find it here. Just give me a second. It looks like a badass unit.
Century.
Can you screen share me, Ghost Rider?
She is.
And
Yep.
it looks like it's gonna be a sentinel unit with a big gun, a very big gun. And
That's what she said.
I like big guns.
and it seems like it can shoot air. It looks like he's shooting at a chopper, and it looks like he can shoot at ground too.
Hang on one second, Bonsai. The Absolver is the unit to the left.
To the left.
The Century.
The infantry.
Sentinel.
Damn.
Not him shooting the helicopter.
Yeah, this one.
This one?
I saw Woody's picture.
That would be the Absolver, yes.
Okay. So
It
actually,
has not caught up to YouTube though, and I would throw it out there really quick.
Yep.
It's
What's doing, Katie?
It's not catching up. That's interesting. Okay, something's not. It could be technical because of YouTube. They're restricting bandwidth when any government goes live with a national announcement about the COVID-19. Doesn't matter what kind of speed anybody has, they're going to restrict bandwidth. So it could be something that has to do with that. I'm just waiting for it to catch up.
I see the screen up there. I see the screen.
You see it? Okay.
Yeah. Make sure you're live on your reference.
Yeah, I went to refresh to make it go through. Okay. What do you guys think about that? And what else do you see in the picture?
Well, I like anything that's big.
Is that Mikey in the background?
In the background.
No,
Somebody tank or
that is not Mikey. That is a new tank, I think.
Yep. I mean,
there's some air in there.
Yep, there's definitely, and I think you guys have seen something like that picture, like what that air is, or maybe what it could be, or maybe not.
I'm getting a new chopper company. Yay!
A replacement for the chopper company.
So now Bonsai can say chopper company is now shit.
No.
But is that not the that chopper? Is that not the one that Kickside brought out to us last time? We had to shoot down.
That's the Storm, isn't it, from the last event?
It looks like the Storm, but I'm more curious about that ground tank that's here.
It's not a new Nova.
it does not like Nova. That is
That looks bigger.
yeah. It looks pretty cool.
Pity we haven't got a bigger picture of it.
Well,
Well, you can double click it. It might open it up without the side. Double click the image. It should open up bigger.
Oh, Bondi got stuck.
thank you.
Oh no! Hit the wide arrows, top right corner.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Thank you.
There we
Yeah.
go.
At least you got rid of the trim. Oh, that's what she said.
But this is gonna be the new unit. This Sentinel unit, and
Yeah.
I wonder if that is the guy. If he's only shooting ground.
Yeah, I think so.
It is kind of cool. It's like when the Facebook page posts first went out, and then all of a sudden, early this morning, people were posting pictures. I'm like, oh my God, where did this art come from? I don't even have this yet. I hadn't got my Facebook notification yet. And then I knew that it was there. So I just went to the link myself. I didn't get my notification because I went to it and then I put going. So if anybody doesn't know about the War Commander Facebook page, definitely just look up War Commander in Facebook, War Commander, 2 words, and it'll bring you to the Kick Size War Commander Facebook page. And that's where you'll see event information and you can click interested or going. And then when you click following or you click that you're going, more often you'll get more notifications when there's new art on there. If there's a Warpath event, if there's a holdout event, if there's a heroic showdown event. So you'll get to see some of the things, and the Facebook is like that when they post that stuff socially. So it goes out there really fast. Sometimes I'm surprised how fast players get information. I'm interested in that picture because what the heck is that thing on the right? Because we don't have that now.
You think on the unit on the right?
The one shooting at the air.
I mean, look at that thing. What is that? Like a, jeez.
This looks like a laser beam or something.
I know, like maybe like, I don't know, plasma.
All I know is I hope it shoots missiles.
It looks like a plasma.
Yeah, like a plasma cannon or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like the big I don't know, like
Okay.
the Draken balls or whatever. I don't know.
I'm thinking on the same thing. I'm thinking it's kind of like a new form of a Draken.
Yeah, because is that an advanced Draken? I mean, it could be concept, but is that an advanced Draken in front of him? See how he has that cannon down like the Drakens hold him, and then this might be like not a Draken hero. We have a Draken hero. It's Santiago. So wow, this looks like a whole nother. That's because that's not Santiago. That's a whole nother gun we've never seen before. Yeah. Ooh, Kixai, you are sneaky.
New units.
So the Absolver's on the left. I have no idea what all that stuff is in the background, but it looks pretty badass.
It looks exactly badass. But what the ground is? It is looking looks like it's floating, or what is it?
I know, that's what I'm saying, because it looks like it's exploding, like in fire. That's not the destroyer, is it? On fire? No.
No.
Or just an impact from a shot.
I know, but look at the blue tube off the back.
And
then,
I think that is the laser. I think
yes, look at the blue tube, and then the laser thing shining up in the sky. Oh!
It's gonna be...
like a hive shoots at the canisters, maybe. Oh my God, that looks so badass!
Mike and Amanda, thanks for joining us. Yeah, but Romero's going to run up, do a Rambo, cut that pipe with a knife, and that's it. It's no good.
he's going to squat first.
Yes, he's got to squat. He's got to hump it first. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness.
He's probably going to try to hump it.
That's what, just like I do with the people say, like, how do you do those Omega Shepherd bases so fast? I said, I take Romero around all the way down and around, and I take him to the missile bastion in the back. He humps it, and he kills it, and then I retreat him, and then I missile that base to death. I said, and by the time I'm done, Romero's done repairing. So yeah, well, actually, but it's a unit, so he wouldn't have to hump it. But yeah, he could cut the. That actually looks pretty cool. So even that looks like a new unit.
But what is I think is little interesting here is the same blue light that's come out of the guns.
I'm going to say it's
Mhm.
plasma.
So can it be that if you take it to give it some tech that they can shoot ground instead of air?
No,
Oh,
I
what
think,
if they could shoot high altitude like aces?
I think they're two different units because
No, no, I can't imagine doing something like that. Oh, I don't know. I
the
mean,
two headgears are different.
But
Two different units.
It looks like you've got 3 units that are shooting a laser.
Yeah.
yep, 3,
Well,
yeah.
you've
Or
got
plasma.
4 air, 1 tank, and 3 infantry. 3
Wow.
different infantry.
That's wow. That's actually because I mean, if you look at the rays of the light coming down from the left on that tank, so something's firing from above it. Maybe that's what what's going to be coming out of that helicopter. Maybe there's another one up there to the left. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But then you see the blue laser is aiming up at the helicopter that's coming over it, but it has the same kind of tube on it.
I don't know. I think
Really cool.
that's even a plasma helicopter. So I think Kickside keeping something just out of the picture.
I love it.
Yeah, it's something we will look forward to.
Oh yeah, that's unbelievable. And again, like I said, if you don't know where the Workman or Facebook page is, that's where Bonsai got the art from.
Yes.
You can go there to the Facebook page when it gets sent out in social media. This was actually out yesterday before any of your Discord for your videos. Just to have something ahead of time so you can set up and go. So wow, kudos to the art team. Honestly, they don't get enough love.
But I wonder a little here because the Gorgon was the last we got. That was Corpus, is it not right?
Yeah.
And Devouts was Sentinels. So we're gonna get another
Sentinel.
Sentinel.
So shouldn't we really have a survivor?
In my opinion, yes. But what? No, because the controller is a survivor.
True. True.
So it is.
Sentinel.
So we got. Not the controller. The controller is.
No, I mean in the picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is that.
Just went over past units.
So we're gonna get an infantry again, I think.
Infantry.
Be nice to see what range it's got.
Yeah. And
550.
yeah, I hope that is in that range.
I think it's going to have a little bit more.
You notice Sentinels are slower moving, but the pack are higher punch.
Yeah, but the Vouts are not slow moving.
No, that's true. They run.
They are actually pretty fast on the map. Well,
into a lot of Devouts and now getting a new one.
I hope it's a small footprint with a powerful punch, couple million health, and can take down missiles.
have you any thoughts of it, Yellow?
Oh mate, I was just out in the garden with the dog. What missed?
Looking at this picture, that's the new Sentinel unit we're getting.
Yeah, I thought that when I see it earlier. What's that anti-air thing there? You see it like on the right hand side?
On the right.
Yeah, we were on about that. Looks like we're firing plasma.
Yeah. Sentinel unit. We got the Devout. I mean, surely we'd have got a survivor. Isn't what's name survivors? Corpus, sorry.
Corpus.
Yeah, we're well missing a Corpus infantry unit.
Wait,
10-4.
this is terrible because I'm a moderator. Sorry, so much stuff flows by my eyes. Is that helicopter the Storm Chaser unit?
Oh, that could.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Didn't. Wait, I know. Wait, because I remember Drake put out some information and he said I'm sorry, everyone. The art that I posted was actually for X. It was not the Storm Chaser unit. I've never seen this one before.
Oh, this could just be the new
Oh my
the new
god.
unique then.
Oh, that would be so cool, wouldn't it? I mean,
Ooh.
and then when you think of Storm Chaser, like, okay, what kind of storm?
Well, I
Oh,
want
wow.
to bet that it'll probably be a single-use unit for now, if it is.
Here's a thought for you.
No, we're not going to get any single use.
As it come out in the last, as we see something like that in the last event with the Shadow faction, is it going to be a mercenary?
That's right, because that's right, because the Storm Chaser unit is going to be the mercenary. Oh my gosh, and then you could make multiples. Holy crap! Or, oh well, I assume if the camp works the same. I have no inside information. I'm just speaking speculatively as a player, I promise.
Well,
Oh
you
my
say
God.
that. I mean, if you think about it, the mercenary camp has not a dedicated anti-AA unit, does it?
No.
Oh.
No.
Maybe that thing on the right hand side, that little droney kind of looking robot-y gun thing. Could have something there, Scott.
Yeah, because the helicopter will be the Storm, so the unit will be the Storm Chaser.
Oh yeah, like the like the movie Twister, you know, when you got the truck and they got Dorothy in the back, so you got something up here and you got you got the Doppler radar and then you got the thing on the ground. Oh my god, sorry about the sound effects.
That's a sandstorm, isn't it? That's just firing at a sandstorm.
That is really.
It looks like a sandstorm, but it definitely looks like the storm from the Shadow faction from the last event.
From the last event.
And the geezer on the left-hand side is definitely Corpus Infantry.
And
I
give you some crazy question out. What is the thing he has on his back?
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Like, can he shoot something? Is it just supposed to protect his head?
Can he jump or can he fly?
Ooh, the reason I say Corpus is because that is very similar to Dracon and Cerberus.
Well,
you mean the one right?
No, not Cerberus.
Hold up now. Cyclone. I hope I didn't destroy your name.
It was the ninjas, the one that stealthed up.
Says, is the unit on the right a new updated Hellfire?
No, it's the Storm, isn't it?
No, because you've got the legendary Hellfire, haven't you, in PvP?
Yeah, the legendary.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's shooting a rocket. It looks like it's a beam.
Yes,
it looks like it's fire and plasma.
Jesus.
And you know, plasma happens to be Sentinel tech, doesn't it?
I like where he's going with that.
I think that is the Storm from the last event.
Yeah. And Storm Chaser is getting, I mean, you know, there's the mercenary unit is the Storm Chaser, and it would make sense, but maybe it is like a combo. Maybe it is, oh man, maybe it is that tank on the ground.
Maybe, because I have not seen that tank before.
No, I know, but see, even the helicopter has the same tubey thing that the tank has.
Keep an eye on your mercenary camp.
Oh yeah, baby. I'm excited on that one. He's been talking about that. Bless his heart, he talked about that for so long, and he said that's definitely one of the things that I definitely want to get into because it's one of the most underutilized buildings in the game, and I always loved it, and I always loved the mercs. And you could always surprise somebody at the last minute. Always have mercs. You got 6 seconds left. You got nothing left. Hail Mary. You know, and then you hit somebody. I've seen.
Sorry, Skip. You know before, didn't you? If it is the Storm Chaser, and I think it's going to be a dedicated AA anti-air, it's a Pegasus counter.
Yeah.
That could be.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that unit, Scott, is definitely a sentinel.
Yeah.
Look at his face. Look at the marking on his face.
It has the Sentinel.
There's a Sentinel logo on it.
And the only reason why I thought the one on the right but I mean, I guess that would make sense. It just seems like so many of the Corpus, not all of them, but so many of the Corpus units seem to have like that blue flame, the turquoise thing
That's
going on.
right. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and the one on the left side reminds me of one of the flamethrowers.
And also the wait is Doomsday.
Welcome to the
Hello,
show.
Doomsday.
Hey, up.
I do.
Hey.
You all right?
Yeah. We are.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Santiago is the Draken hero, yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you see the dark hair and the mask of that guy that's more towards the middle, and that is the way Santiago holds his gun. I know a man how he holds his gun. So I'm wondering if that's Santiago in there, and so the other guy that we have no idea that's on the right is like a new, OP guy to like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on in this picture. I'm loving it.
Have you seen this picture, Doomsday?
I'm just looking at it now. It looks awesome.
Oh,
Another great.
There, isn't there? Definitely,
Yep.
definitely a few
So-
teasers.
We
Yep.
are looking at if we can see some teasers for the next event.
yeah, definitely. So the event unit is the unit on the left, I believe, which is the Absolver. But those other things that are in there, I didn't even realize that those weren't units that we didn't already. Well, maybe that is Santiago that we didn't already have, because when I looked at it on the Facebook page, I didn't even look at it this big. That's what she said. Wow, this is awesome. So it's not
Yep.
just about one unit for the event. There's other stuff coming. Get your mercenary contracts.
I'm gonna jump back to the release notes. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah,
Although-
sounds good.
Yep.
And we're gonna get in
We
here.
got some new viewers come on, so
Can we give?
Yep, just want to let you know that the game is. Oh,
so
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Trickster. Got a lag.
welcome.
You've got Alex Cohen. He's saying hello to us all.
Oh, yes.
Cyclonus has said, would they bring out a devout hero? I think it's a bit too early for that.
Yeah. Good gosh, almighty.
Right.
Yep. By the way, Big Dog had said that it would be a short downtime, and they go on with it. It looks like things are going well. So shout out to the Kixeye guys that are probably watching from home. Thank you so much for all you do. This is awesome. And yeah, go for the release notes.
Bonsai's going to sing this.
Oh, am
Yes.
I?
What he said.
Okay, I'm gonna be shot by my wife, and again. Okay, here we go. Release note 1014. Release note 1014. Follow change and fix are being applied to the Tuesday, March 13 update.
Oh, a round of applause, my
Yeah.
friend.
That was good.
Okay, the content changes. It is the April Fool's space. Who left the Fought running?
Fawcett.
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 Who left the tap running in English?
Fawcett?
Fawcett, which means, hang on just a second, which means it's going to get wet. It's
Huh?
going to get really wet. You better
Ah.
have a stack of towels.
But
Alrighty then.
There we go, Drake. How do you like that? You threw it out there.
Space. April Fool's space. Yeah, that is tomorrow, is it not?
Yes, that's tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
And what did we got? What did we get last time? Can any remember that?
Bloody hell, it's been a year.
I have
What?
no idea.
Was it not?
Since then.
Was it not 4 or 5 kind of bases where you have to, or they were stuck up with units, and you have to go in and kill one unit?
Yes.
It was.
Yes.
I think I can remember something like that.
Yes.
I've been asleep since then.
I don't think we're going to have that this time. It's going to be really wet. I promise you.
Oh,
Woohoo!
So we're gonna
Yeah, there
have
was
a
some
raincoat
stuff.
on.
Somebody was commenting in Discord a couple days ago about needing naval ships, and Drake was being kind of mysterious about that.
So
So
we're
it
gonna probably
could be an island.
It's going to be wet. Very, very wet.
It seems like we're gonna get a new base set up then.
You mean I can bring my shooting boats to war, Commander?
Torpedoes, boy.
Hey, maybe
I'm going to
your
get myself a wetsuit.
maybe your shooting bases will give you some experience. Who knows? Oh, a wetsuit, really? Woody, did you say a wetsuit?
I hope
Yeah,
devout.
Indeed.
I will go on with Kyle Hero base.
Yep.
Stock up on tokens for your favorite technical hero. Kyle bases are now added to the hero base rotation.
Yep.
Good.
How many?
Technical hero. We've only got one technical hero.
Yeah, but
That's why it's your favourite.
but have any of you level Kyle up to level 10?
Yeah, I have.
Yes, I have.
Not
Yes, I
quite, but I'm getting there.
He's
I
he's
think
good.
Any
He
thoughts
is.
on him?
He is a good unit.
Yes.
He's
Mhm.
become a little handy now.
Yeah, I'll get him maxed up.
Give you a clue. Normal gun on him. Cerberus drones. Not Cerberus drones, sorry. Controller drones.
Rockets.
Rocket.
No. Yeah, no, we did a test, didn't we? It was a rockets.
It,
What?
it was
It
rocket.
was with rockets, Doomsday.
Yeah, I do apologise. And I would have wanted to do the test, so more for me.
Just an FYI, game's coming up.
Doomsday
Yep,
Book Scott on YouTube live.
I've had a lot going on in real life.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
When I got him maxed, I totally I mean, I just was so excited about all the different talents that they have. Sometimes I get behind, and I don't go as far as some of the other people do when they do like Warpath or some of the other events to get Blood Thor, and then I get behind in getting my Blood Thor. So Kyle was one of those ones that I was kind of surprised, like, not so much at 2, and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of liking him at 3, and it was just like, some of those units like that. He was like that. It was like, oh, now it's kind of underwhelming. Did they nerf him? And it's like, you just keep going. I'm like, ooh, okay. I like to use him all by himself.
I just say, game is back, and there is a Vercraft 100 base on the
I will-
Be quiet.
I will tell the community we tested him on his own against
5.
controllers.
Yeah.
And was it 5 or 4 he could manage on his own?
He could handle 5 on his own.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
Constantly firing at him on his own.
I'm seeing people now saying, "Oh, game this and game balance that." And it's like you have to be more creative, and they banter, and then say so no, get more creative. And then somebody will post on attack log, "Oh, what do you mean you're using Kyle? Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it." Sometimes they lose them. It's like, "Oh, now you're getting the picture."
Well, we can move on.
Yep.
Holdout gold boosts. The holdout gold attack and defend boost are leaving the boost store. But they will return again soon.
Good, I'm glad about that because I called somebody a cheat yesterday without even knowing this.
And to be honest, I did not know they had been removed, so I'm going to let you guys speak on that because I know you guys are more PvPers than me. I did not know that they had been removed, and maybe it's just a miscommunication on my part or didn't ask the right kind of questions. So I didn't know, and there were a lot of people that were saying, how can this person hit me and get X, Y, and Z and get me for 100%? And then the person coins their base or whatever, and then 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later, they've popped their bubble. 20 minutes later, another player comes along, totally different alliance, not even related, hits the same player, and use similar units and gets only 48%. And I'm thinking, what the heck is going on here? And then I realized probably the first attacker had the attack boost going. The person who was saying there's no way my base can hold up, he didn't have you didn't have the defend boost running. The attacker had the attack boost running, and it's stacked on top of your alliance boost, which I didn't know, which is 25%. So 25%.
Times 2.
Yes, with the so you're good for either one, attack or defend. I didn't know that they stack with the alliance boost. I thought it was an either or. I had no idea. So I also I wouldn't say accuse people of cheating, but I like to apologize to the people. I say, if you think it's suspicious, take a video and send it to Kickside. I feel really bad for that. How do you guys feel about it?
No, I did outright call him a bloody cheat.
Kickside needs to put it so that we know when they're running the buffs.
I
That's
think,
bottom line.
I think
If we don't know it, we're going to assume it's cheating.
I think this is a screw up on Kickside side.
No, I don't think so, because
No,
those boosts was never meant to run after the event. So,
yeah,
I think they were testing the water.
Only,
Yeah.
so Kickside didn't remove them.
No, but it could be actually. There's two things I think that it could be awesome if they could make for us. Actually, this is the one. If the attacker is using, you can see that he has used that, because as there can be many questions explained that way. If you just can see it, and
you know, it would be nice.
Or if you scout a base and you can see that he has that guy you want to attack, or her.
Yes, in the advanced scout. Yes.
I have a solution for it. They need to make an aurora that goes on your platoons with their buff for attack, and an aurora that goes onto your base when it's buff for defend.
Yeah, I see all that, but to me that's like a lot of engineering. To me, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of, to me, I could hear the lag, HTML5 or not, when we finally get there. But I kind of agree with a little bit. I was going to say along the same lines. If you advance scout, because seriously, if you're advanced scouting and you don't know that that person has a defend buff, you're planning on. I mean, I guess you could assume that he has it, but you don't know. And okay, he's an alliance, but unless you know his alliance, is he an alliance of one? Does he run his raids? Does he have his alliance boost running? Again, you don't know. I didn't. Again, to me, I'm a player. I don't think it was effectively communicated to the community. First of all, number one, that they stacked. Number two, that they were still there. And again, number three, that there's no way for us to know. If you go in to hit a base, tell me, I'm not a great PvPer. Am I wrong? You go to hit a base. Are you supposed to assume that they have 50% more power to their units now?
No.
And then, okay, so if you bowl it over, then you're happy? I mean, come on. I mean, am I wrong?
No. You should actually get a warning, some kind of warning, if you wanted to attack a base, that it has some boost running. In my eyes, so you can make the decision if you want to attack that base or you don't want to attack that base. It is up to you, because the bases are hard enough as it is at the moment. So if players are using that boost, it's nearly going to be impossible to fly a base. But another thing I should think that they could do is actually the Pegasus. If you scout the base, you should see
By the way,
the aura,
the whole
how
team's
far
been
out
asking
that
about you,
aura
making sure
are,
you're
because
okay.
if you make some strategy to attack a base, you can see
That's
where
what I told them.
the aura is not touching, and then you know from what side you want to attack that base.
And then what I do is I have it on my phone for the first part of it to make sure that what I see there.
No, I do. I understand.
It caught up with YouTube before I do the intro.
Yeah, if
And then
you
all I
scout
do
a
the
base,
rest of
you
the time
can
is
click
just say whatever
on a watchtower or a
between,
bunker or a
and then just
stronghold,
pretty
and you can
much
see the
go
aura.
between screens when I need to
When
with
you
them.
scout
That's it.
a base, you should actually have the chance to see where and how far out that aura reach.
Yeah.
So you know what air you want to bring into to the fight, and from what side.
This is a little late, but I was going to share. I can screen share and show everybody exactly what we're talking about, the boost, in case they aren't aware.
I think I've been took off now.
Well, they have, yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, but in case people don't know what they're talking about, I mean, they're not there now because they were removed at downtime, but they were there. I mean, if anybody has a picture of it, left over from before the game went down, I didn't even think to take did not even think to take a picture with what it was, a 40 gold, right, for 6 hours.
You are screen sharing.
Okay, here's the war effort ones that you can boost from doing the raids and earning the supplies. So these are the ones that you normally can do, and they give you a 25% boost, and they last 12 hours for what you spend.
Unit damage. Unit damage. A lot of people think it boosts to the whole base and buildings. It is boost unit damage by 25. I'm not trying to correct you, but there are people who have a misconception. It is unit damage. It does not boost your buildings or your walls. It boosts the unit damage by 25.
This is for your attack platoons against a base. Then you have the Guardian, which is the reverse. It helps your defenders of your base defend.
Right.
And then you have the Pilfer, which gives you more of the res and Thor from the base. So the other one that there's a boost just below the raid or the war efforts, where below here, it's not here now, but there was a couple of extra tokens you could buy for 40 gold each, and it was another similar to the war efforts. It was another 25% bonus buff, however you want to refer to it as, that helped you in an attack and it helped you in defending, and the two in combination would give you essentially 50% boost.
Yeah, that could be awesome if you want to attack a base, or if a enemy hits your base, that you can see what hit you or what you are gonna hit, because there's no need for calling out and saying cheaters if they are running those boosts. It's just it can spare some tickets to Kickstarter, I think.
Absolutely. Cut down on the tickets again, because if you're offline and you don't know, if there was just like a little thing on your on your battle log, like just like a little tiny
it doesn't show up it doesn't show up as a spec op or anything like that. It doesn't show up in the
icon. Just something that just like whatever the icon is, so that you would know, because if the next guy comes along, and again, I'm not going to say the player's name because I have not asked his permission, but if the next guy comes along a couple hours later and brings almost the exact tune, looks at the play-by-play, not just the battle log, mind you, I'm talking second by second, minute by minute, play-by-play, and sees that the person brought it almost identical to what came to his base, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours prior, the first person gets 100%. And that they logged in to heal their tune and they went off and they popped or something, and then the second person comes along and they only get 48%. I mean, so the first person had the attack boost running and was in a good alliance. The second person may not even been an alliance, or was an alliance of one, and he didn't have. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Anxiety, can you you are shown now or shared? Can you press on the Pegasus just so people know what I'm talking about?
What about Pegasus do you want to see?
If you press a button on your Watchtower, for example, you're gonna get that red dot, that C, so you can see how far out you reach.
To show you its range.
Show its range.
Guys, I've got to go. I've got a phone call coming from my daughter. I'll rejoin you if I can.
Yes.
All right. See you later, huh?
Do we want to give a shout out before I go?
Everybody on the panel, you're great. Even though you take the piss out of me most of the time, I love you all.
You like it, you know it.
YouTube, thanks for coming. If I can rejoin you, I shall do. But I'm afraid my daughter comes first.
Yes.
No worries.
Always.
No worries.
Be safe, my friend. Take care.
Take care, my friend. Yeah. And can you?
The Pegasus isn't showing a ring for range.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Yeah.
Like a range.
So you can see where you want to place it, because if you are somewhere on the map where you can actually use this strategy in seeing those ranges on your units. it could be pretty awesome for the attacker and for the guy that is defending his base.
See.
Because the tracker has the aura, you can see this slightly.
Yeah, the tracker is popping up. I've actually got 3 trackers in my base. You can see kind of the.
So if that Pegasus could have some similar like that, you could actually make out a strategy how to attack a base, so you can see where.
Does it? It does tell you the range, though. I think if we go in and look at the.
Yeah, but if I attack a base, I don't.
450 range.
Yeah. But who is gonna measure that out when they are attacking bases?
Well, we could take a unit that has 450 or close. What do I have in here that has a?
I don't think you have one. It's a 450. But anyway, we going on with the release notes. But now we going to the bug fixes.
Bug fixes and jump onto the calendar. Absolutely.
Bug fixes. Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
We are ready.
We're still showing my screen.
Okay. Adam unit retains time-limited debuff after they expire. What have any of you have that issue?
I don't even understand these ones because I don't use them. So
the
no,
first
I didn't
one
have an issue.
The first one I don't understand, but that is good that I fixed that one.
Does he get some sort of buff and he keeps it and they fixed it now?
I think honestly, other than in the Omega Chopper bases, have any of us really used Adam for anything else but?
I have only used him as a meat shield.
I use him in attacks all the time.
Okay.
He takes controller damage like nobody else.
Yeah.
I just don't use him.
And the next one is Adam's Spirit reverse to standard version while engaged.
Enraged.
That looks like Sprite. Like somebody was thirsty when they wrote that. It's like Adam's Sprite.
Give me a Sprite.
So that must be the aura.
I'm not sure on that one, mate.
Spirit.
Anybody else know?
I don't speak Kixaiese.
Right. Welcome back, Yellow.
Yeah, sorry, my Chrome froze up. I had to
you have to send that to Discord and get it translated.
Skipjack might share right.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The only reason why I'm asking is I know it's not on my end, so it must be YouTube. So remember how sometimes when we're in the Hangout, it will get like these pixelated halfway pictures. So as it was switching over, for me, it's just kind of paused. I cannot see who's come in or come out. I cannot mute. So I'm sorry about typing, but I cannot even access KXL or any of my Facebooks. If I shut my browser down, it'll throw me out. So are you reading the part about Adam and his Sprite?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess I can't Google it right now.
see, we were thinking that Adam was going for a Sprite, like the drink.
Going for a Sprite. Wouldn't that be cool? Sprites are kind of like a coding term. So when we talk about reducing sprites or like a sprite's action, sometimes in the game, if you remember, Friendly Fixer used to talk about, if you ever watched Bernie's briefings with Friendly Fixer, he talked a lot about sprites in the game, reducing the sprites so that there's not too many like stuff going off, so that it doesn't overwhelm things. So in this case, there was something wrong with that particular attribute of the atom, and that's what we call it in coding is the sprite. It's, you know what, if I told you the technical thing, it would be like Sobocop trying to tell you. I'm trying to make it like as generic as I can. Just think of it as like the difference between having your animations on or not having your animations on, your trophy animations. Think of it like the trophies, like with the fireworks, but behind the scenes, meaning the language.
Like the judge when that fire nearly half the base exploded.
Yeah, yes. There, now you're getting it. Or when we
yeah.
have, remember some of the units or the bases we would go in, and the Kixeye units, when they would attack us, there was so much activity from the explosions. But basically, it was the AI of the unit, which is the this is our eye candy is what we see as the AI, the explosion, the behind the scenes language is the code, which is a sprite, and that when that sprite isn't working properly, it causes things visually to happen. But of course, your graphics card's saying what the fuck, and the battle server's like, hey, and then your computer's going, oh, somebody get this right. So, in a lot, if the sprite, oh god, this is so stupid. Just think of sprites as like the trophy that we have on our bases, like the 4th of July trophy with the fireworks. Okay. So think of the fireworks as the language behind the visual thing that you see in the game. Does that make sense? A sprite is what is firing in the background that you see visually. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's so generic. Well, that's because Adam's a single unit. I'm not saying he doesn't have other sprites. I mean, the guy can have as many sprites as he wants if he's into that. I don't think he's into Sprite. I think he's into beer. From what I hear, Adam Lyerly likes to drink beer. There we go. Sorry.
Well, that was the bug faces. Have any other noticed some bugs that could maybe be addressed? So
please speak up.
Oh yes. No, don't get me started.
It just started, Yellow. Come on.
My only bug, it's been around for fucking ages now, is the gaining health bug. As you're hitting a unit, it gains health again.
Oh, the up and down bar.
Yeah, fucking hate that poxy thing. Especially when you're trying to grind out a base of a shitty chopper company, and an infantry unit, and you get it down to like just about half a bar of the red, and pop, it goes back up.
That sucks.
But that's my biggest bug.
Sorry, I'm back. My hangout's all frozen up.
Oh.
Yeah, mine's frozen, but I can still talk at least. Yellow, did you see it? Shit. Fuck me. I'm sorry. No, don't. But we'll do that later, Yellow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby. Where can I get on that?
Oh, let me get this right.
I've got some new bases out on the map as well.
Yeah. We can take a look at it later.
Did you feel like on the thing when the bar goes up and then the bar goes down and the bar goes up and the bar goes down? Wouldn't it be good like to maybe have, I don't know, like if Drake did like a Drake's Dungeon or like a QA, or maybe, wouldn't you think it would be nice? Like, I don't know. I'm asking you guys, and not just Yellow, but I mean, he brought up a good point, and it's for him, and that's been going on for ages, and it bugs him. And I know it's not because he's over in the UK, because it happens to me. And so I'm just, and I'm not, you understand what I'm saying. He's not the only one. So you can't say you blame it on your system when I see everybody's having it and I'm having it. I'm the only one home at my house, and my trade shot is excellent. I'm on my big rig and it's happening to me. I'm like, come on, Kixeye, can we get an explanation why it's happening? Even if they can't fix it, can you just tell us why it's happening? It'll help us. It helps with the transparency. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're right. Dead right. Even if they said, look, it's so we don't know what's happening, we can't fix it. But if
it's on our list.
If we find out what it is, then we'll deal with it. But at the moment, we have not got a clue. Oh, okay, fair enough. I'll accept it. I'll live with it because then I know. But if it's just been, well, it don't matter, does it? It's in our favour, so it don't matter. If you know what I mean, it's just a bit of a communication.
I agree. Okay, so on that note, because I've been getting it, and I was hoping that it would be in the bug fixes, and I'm sorry to hijack you, Bonsai, but I have to ask this one. On that note, I was hoping that I call it the LY LWE. See, now I can't even say it right. Jesus, mother of Pete. The low wire entanglement. So I was hoping that would be fixed, the atom bug with that. And yeah, we can say, oh, well, don't run your atom into low wire entanglement. Well, don't do that. We'll pay attention. Well, Kixeye has them too. So, I mean, how do you guys feel about the fact that, again, do you feel like maybe if they could say, I mean, it's on the agenda and we're hoping for it, but it would be nice maybe if, all right, I'll just throw it out there. This just popped into my head. How about in bug fixes? Do you think it would be a good idea? Honestly, this is just me as a player. Do you think it would be a good idea Drake, if he could, I'm asking nicely, Drake, if you're listening, do you think it would be a good idea if Drake, when he put up bug fixes, if he listed some of the bugs that they are aware of, that they're still working on it, but we have no current ETA? Would you like to see something like
that? That'd be great. Even if they put it in the forums.
But yeah,
post in the forums that they could list
there's a
known
good
bugs,
and bad to that.
and then each downtime say, right, this one's been fixed. We'll take that off. We'll take
Not
this
all
off the
of
list.
them. Right. Now, not all of them, because some of the things that we think are bugs, and I'm going to say it, some of the things that we think are bugs, people exploit.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
Okay, so the Atom thing is not an exploit. That's, honestly, if you want to say it, you said it, I'll say it. That's the kick size advantage. The Unum doesn't work right. And you know what? I love Adam, and when I want him to walk fast, I want him to walk fast. And when I want him to be slow, he will be slow. But when I need him to move, I want him to move, not drag his ass, not drag his feet, get his hot body where I need him when I need him.
Oh, yeah.
Just on that as well, Skip, I think there'd be another benefit for Kickside doing that as well. Because if they actually did that, they might not get as many tickets on them bugs as well.
No.
So the support might get less tickets as well.
I've been spending more time in KXL because, again, with this whole thing with, I don't want to go too crazy about COVID-19, but, we've had some moderators that have been sick. We have some moderators that are working. I mean, I'm working from home, but I always work from home. Jim's working from home, which pulls bandwidth for me. Cybertoe's not able to be as active. And so I'm spending more time. You don't want a bunch of mods and forums at the same time because we overlap one another. But we're trying to cover all the time zones. And what I'm seeing repeatedly, even in Discord, even after, Drake said it, I've said it, Adele said it, David, I'm sorry, frack me, shit, fuck. Dark Shadows has said it. Another team member, Braden, somebody comes on, Big Dog says, yeah, we're aware, we're working on it. But if we had that as part of the release notes, I think that would be, and then there's people who are having shows like our shows and other shows. If it's out there in the community like that, I think it would be a lot less questions.
Yep.
Not that people shouldn't ask questions, but when it becomes a long-standing bug, this one's definitely a long-standing, pardon the pun, because it is his legs that are getting stuck, but this is a long-standing bug.
Yeah, there's another one. There's another one that's been going on for ages. It's not a major bug, but it is annoying. It's annoying if you're in a war zone, because when a toon is returning back to your base, to try and repair another toon in your base is so hard because it just flickers.
Yeah.
Do you know? I don't know if you've all had it, but in a war zone, when you try and get in and out your base as fast as you can, it can be so annoying, that bug, and that has been around for so long.
You try to hit that button and it just flickers all the time.
It's just flickering on and off. You press it 20 dozen before you get attacked.
It feels like once the adrenaline is that high, so you have to keep moving the mouse.
What do I have to do? I know it's like you get your finger going. You're getting your finger going. Okay, all right. Sorry, guys, calm down. You get your finger going. You get your finger going. You get your finger going, and you're trying to flip the bean. And Kickside, we need to be able to flip the bean. Let's go. Get those buttons.
I've got to save some energy on my finger. I can't use it all.
Hey, don't you be killing off Bonsai now, did
you? Need some help there, Bonsai?
Oh, look at my screen share. Look at what I've just found.
Well, we go into April's event calendar.
We need to go to the calendar.
Hang on, can you all see what I've found? What base I've found?
I can't see anything because I'm logged up and I'm not logged in.
Okay, the title of the base that he's found says
Double
Dozer.
Yeah, they bought that last time. They bought that last time, didn't they? I'm sure I've seen that before.
Get off it!
I've
It's
never-
mine. It's mine. Piss off.
What does it say?
Too late.
It says double dozer.
You don't
Ooh,
get nothing for it, Trickster. I've done one.
You didn't
It's
put your
all a
helmet
trick.
on.
I know the other bases are bugged.
that is not what I thought you said, Trickster. So I'm glad I asked you for clarification.
No, I didn't say double dildo.
That's what I thought you said. You do say put me in the gutter, damn it. Bonsai's having an O in the bathroom. I thought you said, look what I found, a double dildo base. I'm like, oh my God. What? Oh.
Well, we're gonna get to April 1st.
Bonsai is still with us.
I'm still alive.
Sit down.
I'm not going. I'm gonna take what we expect tomorrow, and people can actually go on the forum at Kicksai and look what the calendar looks like. But I'm gonna reveal what when the event starts, and that is the.
Change over to you, Bonsai. You still screen sharing Trickster at the minute, mate?
No, it's Bonsai on YouTube.
Oh, he is now.
Okay.
He is on mine anyway.
So the operation Thunderstorm begins April 9th and April 15 Thunderstorm concludes. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Yep. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, they've nailed the last few events, so
yes,
hopefully.
Only.
Yes, what I have managed to play the last couple of events, they have been good.
Short of a few irritable bugs, Kicksai's been doing really well.
Yeah. But
I've had no issues with the events. In the events, not like with lag or connectivity. I've got to say, I'm going to give them a 10 out of 10 for that on my end, and I'm running on a shitty little laptop, an i5. You know what I mean? Nothing special, no graphic card, no nothing like that.
Yeah, they have been pretty good actually.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I've got a stable internet, not a fast internet. I usually run at about 60, 70.
Your internet.
Pixel, whatever they're called.
Yeah, your internet's higher than mine then, because I'm only running about 40.
But April 1st, that is tomorrow. We're going to have Vindicator bases out, Eliminator bases, Seeker bases, Sentry bases, Caretaker bases, Envoy bases, and April Fool's bases. Ooh.
It kind of looks like they've already dropped.
Oh,
just going back to the event, Thunderstorms. Didn't we have a unit called the Thunderstorm?
It was meant that should come out in the last event, but
Thunderbolts.
Oh, I'm sure we had a unit called the Thunderstorm. It used to do strafe runs.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a Thunderbolt, wasn't it?
That was a Thunderbolt, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was called Thunderstorm.
No.
What was the faction one called? Or the early SF one called?
Go on your base, Trickster. Let me have a look. Go on your.
Talking about an aircraft, right?
Yeah. Like the A-10 aeroplane, tank buster.
Yeah.
Sure, it was called Thunderstorm.
No, it's Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bonsai, go on.
At the last event, they took them down because it was meant for this event we're going into.
Thunderbolt.
Yeah. There's a
Bolt.
change in the name.
There is a Thunderstorm that was the silver version of the.
Yeah, I thought there were.
It was a Special Forces Thunderstorm. You're
knew
right.
Yeah, I thought there were.
So the Legacy was the Thunderbolt, and the Special Forces came out the Thunderstorm. Like the Hailstorm.
Knew that name rung a bell when you mentioned the event.
Your memory's too good for some of us.
Played a long time in this game.
Fucking nerd.
Can't stand you, A+ students.
Then we're gonna, after April's Fool's bases, we have Sentinel token bases, Devout bonus token base, Omega Chopper company bases.
Okay.
So it is you can get your Omega Chopper company if you're not having it. And
yeah, that's what I need. That's what I need to get.
Devout bonus token bases. I want Devout tokens.
Devout bonus token base.
So it gets rid of the timed upgrades. and some tech.
It would be nice if them bonus token bases did give out tech as well, because I'd do them then as well.
Yeah.
I have to step out, guys. I'm gonna just give a quick shout out.
You have to hear this. No, I'm not kidding. That's why I'm typing.
Quickly, because I gotta leave to take my kids to get lunch.
You're gonna love it. When he's done, go test your Atom.
Yeah.
Today?
Right now.
I can test them. What will test?
You can do it right now. Go test them. Go
test
do
them
it.
on what?
Low wire entanglement. Go for it.
Oh, thank you.
Go for it. Oh my God. I owe them a case of beer, titty shots, I don't know, a couple ass pics, and whatever else they want. I don't care. Put one.
Test it out in Google.
Holy mother of Pete.
Go bar.
Do it.
Well, I'm gonna read the rest of the calendar because that is a long.
Yes,
go
ahead. One. Sorry, Bonsai. I figured let somebody load it up and get it ready, and then you
do it week by week, mate.
Yeah, we can. They can always go into our on our page and see what is coming, or they can actually go to the Kickstarter forums and look at it. Find it there.
Do you just want to say when the main event is?
Did I not say it the 9th?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he said that. He went through that.
The 9th, April 9th, the Operation Thunderstorm begins, and it ends April 15th. And there is, if I scroll a little down, there was actually for that new unit, there was first, I think it's gonna be a base that is Absorber bonus token base. April the 17th, so it's some days after, 2 days after the event, the first bonus basis is out. So there you can test what the absorber actually can do if you don't have it under the event.
Well, I just tested. Oh, yay! I just ran at him through a wire, and he came out the other side and started running again.
Nice.
There you go. See, all I had to do was tell Adam that he needed to get to me now. When he's across the room, I don't want him tripping over anything and then dragging his feet.
For those that haven't noticed, let's feed him. If you previously you ran Adam into the wire, and Adam continued to run like he was in the wire, well away from the wire. So the rest of the time he was on the map, he ran like he was still stuck on the wire. Now it looks like they've fixed that.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you, team.
Kixeye.
Yeah.
Thank you, big dog.
Yes.
Well, this is the end of the road. And I want to give.
What's this about then?
Can Ghostwriter, can you give your shout outs?
Of course. Some shout out to you and your beautiful singing voice. And to the panel, and to those on the side chat, and to those that will be watching later, and to Kickside.
Thank you. Hi,
Shout out to everybody on the panel. Shout out to you, Bonsai. Shout out to Skip for bringing us all this great info at the last second. And everybody that came in and did the live chat on the YouTube, thank you for showing up. Hope to see you again. And next show we'll see you again.
And believe it or not, my hangout just froze.
And Doomsday, do we want to give a shout out?
Yeah, just nice and quick for me. Shout out to the panel, you Bonsai. Shout out to everyone who comes along and watches us, supports us, and who watches later. Oh, we've helped you with some kind of information. That's it.
Yeah, thank you. Trickster, can you give your shout outs?
Yep. Shout out to yourself, Ghost Rider for doing the shows. Everybody on YouTube coming in and supporting us. Everybody on the panel, thanks for coming along. And the War Commander Watchtower team. Thanks.
Thank you. Woody, do we want to give a shout out?
Yeah, Bonsai, shout out to you, mate, for putting on the show. Shout out to all the panel, even though Dooms came in late. Shout out to everybody who's been watching on YouTube.
Make up for it though, mate, when I come in late.
I know you do. Let's
Yellow.
start, but good finisher.
Yellow, do you want to give a shout out?
Yeah, a shout out to you and Brandy for producing the shows. Shout out to everyone on the panel. You guys are lovely, jubbly, absolutely superb people. Shout out to the guys in the YouTube land who come along and watch and support us. We do it for you guys, so you get the information out to you. Shout out to everyone across the world. Stay healthy, be clean, be mindful of your neighbour.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, shout out to Kickside for keeping the cogs running, so we've got something to do in this lockdown. Much love.
Thank you. Skipjack, do you want to give a shout out? Ooh.
Yes, I would. I would like to give a shout out to everybody in the world. We get one go round on this rock. And I'm not going to be a downer. I'm going to say something positive. Whatever it is that you believe in, if you continue to project negativity, you will continue to get negativity. If you continue to attack and attack and attack and become grumpy and grouchy and sneaky and conniving, and you're just mean and nasty and you're rolling around in all kinds of negativity, that's what's going to come back to you. If you throw things out that are positive, no matter what kind of limitations you have on your life, if you continue to throw out positive things, it will have a ripple effect and everyone else around you will be positive. And I'm not talking about COVID-19. I'm not trying to say that. I'm talking about the energy that you give to the universe, whether or not you believe that there is a higher being, whatever it is that you're doing, instead of taking time off your precious life to breed negativity in the world. I'm not just talking about War Commander. I'm talking about in the world. You're attacking your presidents or your governors or your prime ministers or whatever. We are all just human beings, tiny little specks, and we can be gone just like that. This is just a game. We are just human beings. Nobody's making any money off the shows. Kicksai's working from home to keep the games running. Some games aren't running at all. Some games are running horrible because the people can't get into the company to run them. Countries are shut down. Borders are, you don't know where some of these games are. I'm not saying you have to kiss Kicksai's ass, but show some positive. Be thankful. Thank you for all those people who thank the team, but be mindful of one another. Part of the game is being at war with one another, but make it about the game. Or, if you want to, make Kicksai the enemy. I don't care if that's your thing. If you want to make Kicksai the enemy, think of it in that terms. But stop attacking the people that are living, breathing creatures, because like that, you could be gone. Do you really want the last thing that you say or do is to say something nasty about somebody in real life? Come on. That you want to make some kind of comparison to somebody? And I don't care if you think I'm long-winded. You know who I'm talking to. I don't care. It's not because I like the sound of my own voice. It's because you're so negative. The only way that you can become happy is to become more negative because you're wallowing in it. You're not going to pull me there. Ever. I have these wonderful people here that if Kicksai, and I would like to apologize for the team that I said when I said something the other day. If Kicksai, not the team, if Kicksai, the game, I'll say that. If the game didn't have its faults and it didn't break and it didn't glitch and there weren't problems with it, I never would have met any of you. Good, bad, friend, enemy, I never would have met any of you. My life, 56 years on this earth, my life is richer for every single one of you. The people who attack me or my friends and the people who love and support me. my point to that is try to be more loving and supportive. Even if you don't like the person, be more loving and supportive. Because you don't know what that other person's going through. You don't know what's going on in their life. Try to be a little bit more loving and supportive. If anything, what's going on in this world right now should be a reminder of how fragile we all are. So remember those fragile seconds. Remember your family members and friends and the people that you see that are like that you never would have thought something like that would happen in our lifetime. With all the technology and the medical miracles that we have that go on, never think that something like this could come back like it did from 1918. Come on. So if you're going to say something negative, I don't know, like my grandmother used to say, the golden rule, do unto others you have done unto you. What goes around comes around. Whatever you want to believe in, if you want to believe in a God, Allah, if you want to believe in Muhammad, a higher being, you just, you don't believe in any of that, but you have to believe in yourself. You are more than just water and tissue. You are a spirit and alive, and you have a conscience. Stop wasting your precious minutes on this earth trying to pull somebody down. Stop it. I'm not hurt. I'm not crying because I know you're doing it to other people. I can take it. I'm used to it. Frack me, I've been married 3 times. I'm at least the third one successful. Between the first 2, I almost have a silver anniversary. If God is lucky, and yes, I will say that, if the Lord blesses me, I might be able to make it to a 25-year anniversary with my husband, Jim. So the final part of my shout out is to that. I know that I have a very short amount of time on this earth if I could live an average life. But this thing that's going on in our world right now, like that, it doesn't matter. You say, oh, you get hit by a bus tomorrow. Hey, it's all in front of our faces now. Forget about the buses, forget about the school buses, forget about the plane, forget about the car, forget about your motorcycle. Oh, Skip, it's so dangerous. No, this could take any one of us just like that. Your mother, your father, your kids, your brother, your sister, and then some, and then you. Be positive, spread positivity, and even if you don't like someone, then don't say anything. Just go on to whatever it is that you like to do. Because I'm still going to be here. Kixeye is still going to be here. This panel is still going to be here. These people are still going to be here. Lord willing to protect them. Thank the Lord. And I will say that. And the universe. We will still be here. We will still be serving the community. We will still do it for free. We will still spend time with the community to bring you what you need to know when you need to know it, regardless if you call us friend or enemy, because we are all in this together. We are all human beings. And when I go, I want everybody to know, friend or enemy, I don't have any hard feelings towards anyone. No matter what you say, you can say it again and again and again. You can send other people to say it if you don't want to say it. If you don't have balls big enough to say it yourself. You don't have balls to come to me and say that you want to say it. I don't care. You send somebody else. It does not tear me down. But you're wasting your precious life. That's what I'm concerned for. You are wasting your precious time on this rock trying to tear somebody down that you can't. My slate is clean with the universe and what I believe in. So try to maybe keep your slate a little bit cleaner. And if you can't say something nice, then maybe don't say anything at all. Thank you to Kixeye team. Thank you to my husband who allows me to do what I do as much as I do, as often as I do, and then some. And he loves you guys, and he's sorry that he didn't say anything for the show, but he was over in the dining room working. He actually got to listen to a show live that wasn't on a weekend because he's working from home. Thank you, everybody. And if I don't show up in the next couple of shows or whatever, don't get upset. It's not because I'm upset. It's not because I'm crying. It's not because I don't want to be here. It's because, you know what? You guys really don't need to always have me here. You got this. The team has got you. Just go out and have a good time and have fun. So thank you guys for all of your friendships and for all of your love and your kindness and your support. And those of you who are listening, yeah, you know who you are, because I know you're listening because you're going to have something nasty to say later. I don't give a flying fuck. See, that's my positive. See, because I think that's funny. But please tell me what sector you're in, because so I can come smash your ass. Thank you so much. And yes, and I will do it by myself. I won't pay anybody to do it. I'll come do it by myself. I may not get very far, but I'll keep trying. You guys have a great, wonderful evening, day, weekend, whatever your thing is. Hug your loved ones, call them, tell them that you love them, maybe pick up the phone and call somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Tell them that you're there for them and be safe. Love you guys.
Just a quick note, I think Kicksire realised the new bases are bugged and have despawned them.
Okay. Okie dokie. Well, my shout out goes to you guys on the panel. I want to thank each and every one of you to make this happen. I wanted to give a big shout out to those who are looking or will see our show later or watching it now. And I want to give a big shout out for those people that are out there risking their life in these hard times for those people in need. And I want to give a big shout out to Kickside too. And want to thank them for let the game run as it does now in these hard times. They're actually doing a awesome job, and I want to give a big shout out to Ghostwriter for producing the show with me, and I want to give a big shout out to my wife.
Oh.
And that is all for me. Oh yeah. Like and subscribe, please. See you next time. Have a nice day.
Good night.
Bye.